Hi, and welcome to my first graphics card comparison video. For anyone looking to upgrade to a mid to high tier graphics card, in this video I compare two different 4GB cards, one bargain GTX 970 and an RX 550, both aimed at gamers in the mid tier intending to play games at 1080p. Now the games I've chosen for this comparison are all open world games, as open world games are a great way to test the graphics card's ability to load large amounts of high resolution textures. I've taken a look at three titles which range from 2015's Fallout 4 to Star Citizen, a demanding open world game still in development and not very well optimized. So the games, as mentioned before, are Fallout 4, Mirror's Edge Catalyst in the middle there, as a 2016 game, and Star Citizen. And the system that I will be using as my test system, or my system, is my FX 8350 with 16GB of DDR3 133 RAM, a Kingston SSD on which Star Citizen is installed, and a Seagate HDD on which the other two games are installed and being played. So, I've chosen Game Debate as my GPU comparison site because it has a good, simple layout that is easy to understand, and right away we see that the RX 550 scores significantly lower than the GTX 970 does. Now taking a look at the specs in higher detail, the core speed, the RX 550 actually wins out over the 970, but in terms of boost clock, 970 wins out slightly. Not really too sure about the effect of architecture, but the OCA potential is better. It's a newer card, obviously, the RX 550, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a better card. So taking a look at resolution performance, which is one of the most important factors in my choosing the GTX 970 as an upgrade, we see that it performs at 10 compared to the RX 550's 8.1 in 1080p. In general gaming use, 10 and 10 for both of them in lower resolutions, but as we start to scale upwards, neither of the cards really performs very well. In terms of memory, they are the same, but here's where they start to differ. Memory speed, pretty much like for like. The memory bus, which isn't mentioned here, is, I believe, a 128-bit memory bus compared to the 256, and it's GDDR5 memory on both. Memory bandwidth is 224.4 gigabytes per second, which I assume is quite good. I think that again is double the performance of the RX 550. And the L2 chassis is larger. Now one of the details that I didn't look at straight away was the actual number of shaders, which I believe is lower. Down, GPU features. Higher percentage, sorry about this, but here we are. Shader units. So we have 896 to 1664. So we've pretty much doubled again. Actual shader performance is 100%, not sure what that means. Texture mapping units, double. So in pretty much everything we're looking at double the performance. That doesn't necessarily translate directly into game, but the stats do say that shader processing units, which are a big deal, especially in games like Star Citizen, which render a lot of high resolution textures. Awesome to have more, give me more. But let's see how this actually relates to in-game performance.
find out.
The Super Salon can give you the hairstyle of your dreams.
Swada can hit. Boom!
We buy and sell everything to everyone, except synths. No synths allowed here.
Nice piece you got there. Just keep it holstered.
Everything to even you out. Stop by the mega surgery sometime.
Doctor?
Even though I'm a doctor, I admit I
Thank
have a
you.
small
It's
vice.
like I can finally
A
think
quick
straight.
drink after work.
We offer a wide variety of...
You ain't gonna last once you leave the wall, so don't get chummy.
Hey, Doc.
Don't dally. If you're here to be examined, let's
Well,
get you
look.
examined.
Diamond City's #1 troublemaker. Yeah, take a look at me, Doc.
Tell me your
Don't
symptoms.
let the stress of life kill you.
Nice pep boy.
Relax with some cams.
The latest hairstyle from the upper stand.
We'll clean you up, don't worry. I hear you've been asking questions around town. What, Diamond City's got 2 private?
So, to conclude, taking a look at Fallout 4, we saw the GTX 970 scoring a reasonably higher score than the RX 550. In Mirror's Edge Catalyst, we saw the GTX 970 scoring significant gains above the RX 550, with a 10 to 15 FPS improvement at times. And in the Big Boy Star Citizen, we saw a minimal improvement. Now, taking a further look at the 970 as I've been playing with it for the past couple of hours, the frames in 1080p do seem to be smoother, more regular, close to the 13 mark. And that's basically exactly what I want. So, to conclude, I would suggest that 970 is a very good card, not necessarily an upgrade if you already do own a 4, definitely not if you own a 6 gig card, but if you own a low performing 4 gig card, you may, as a kind of sideways upgrade, be interested in checking one of these out if you can find one at a reasonable price. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and take it easy. I'll catch you in another video.